All right, welcome back to Pixel for People 2024. Next in line, we have brokenhyperlink going to play Sonic Blast for us. So just take it away.
Hello, so this is Sonic Blast for the Game Gear. It came out in 1996, I believe. It'll come up again on the screen. It was the last game, or at least the last Sonic game to be released for the Game Gear. And typically the last games on a console are usually one of the best. You know, they finally figured out how to optimize stuff, how things work and click, how to make things look the best. Sonic Blast is actually one of the worst games on the console, so yeah, 96. So, we'll just get started here, and we're going to go into Knuckles, so I'm going to start this in 3, 2, 1. That didn't- oh it did, okay, thank god. Alright, so, it's a Sonic game, so we're starting off with Green Hill, and you're gonna see me, trying to either roll off these, god, what do you call them? These loops, roll off the loops and roll off the hills because they set our speed up to the maximum of 5, which, you know, when you're doing a speed run, you want to go as fast as you can. So we'll be doing a lot of jumps out of loops and hills where we can to try and prolong our speed because it wants to go down to 3 as fast as it can, but if we keep jumping, it buffers it a little. So that was Green Hill 1, very quick zone. Green Hill 2 is where things actually, well, that wasn't very polite. It actually gets a lot longer. So, oh, pipes as well, give us a max speed, so again, gotta jump a bit. But, yeah, so the second act of every zone is a lot longer than the first. The first gives you a little taste of it, and then the game just says, okay, you're ready. Here's a zone that's like 3 times as, or an act that's 3 times as long as the first one. But thankfully, because it's Green Hill, it's quite easy. Didn't make it, thank god. But as you've seen, because I'm Knuckles, I'm able to actually glide, so we try and glide to try and get top right, because for some things, top right is fastest, and we took the top pipe, it spat us out further, made us go faster. Didn't get a clean jump through everything, but that's fine. So boss, 1, 2, 3, and that's the first hit on the cycle. Got hit, unfortunately, but that's fine. And then 1, 2, 3, and 6 hits on each done in a 2 cycle. Not the fastest because of that hit, but honestly, all things considered, that's still relatively fast. So that's Green Hill, act done. But yes, as we're playing as Knuckles, we have the glide mechanic as well as being able to climb. But fun fact, this was actually Sonic's first game where he actually, oh, come on, Ox, where he actually double jumped. So to think of all games for such an iconic feature to come from, it was it was this game. So there we go. Oh, missed the signpost. So yeah. So for those that might have noticed, there's been some signposts at the end of Act 1 and 2. There's a total of 10 total because there's 5 zones. And Zone 3 doesn't have it because it's the boss zone. But there's a thing called signpost RNG. And you, I believe, have a total of 6 signposts total. So I'm just going to focus here a little as I go through here. Okay, there we go. So the best one we want to see is actually Eggman. Believe it or not, we do actually want to see him. Ooh, do you want to do that? Just slide over here, and this is all on Manic, so I can talk about it a little bit. But, yeah, so the signpost RNG is all dependent on the jingle that you'll hear in a second. But the shorter the jingle, the faster the transition. And there we go, we got Robotnik, so as you heard, it's just a quick little bloop noise, and we immediately transitioned. That's the fastest one, and the one we want to see the most. Next being the ring, which is just the ring sound effect. And then the next best one is Sonic. But if we were playing as Sonic, it would be Knuckles. We want to see the character we are not playing as. Then it would be, in our case, Knuckles, and then, okay, like input. It's the Game Gear, so sometimes inputs will not come out. But yeah, so The one we definitely do not want to see is the Chaos Emerald, because it has a very long jingle and there we go. Takes up a lot of time. If worst case scenario, you can lose up to 20 seconds, or best case scenario, you can save up to 20 seconds. If you're getting all Robonics or if you're getting all Emeralds. But it never typically is that, you know, it's obviously a mix. Right, maybe once in a blue moon you'll be able to get it, but that is RNG that I have never gone, but I haven't played this game religiously, so that was an unfortunate jump. So we're gonna try and get up here, so it's a little bit easier to get across. Just try and slide. Again, jumped in, come out, but that's an issue with the Game Gear. It's a very laggy 8-bit handheld console. So a lot of Game Gear games, you will have input drops, which is unfortunate. We just have to deal with it, but I'm gonna have to focus and try not to immediately die. There we go, and immediately drop, because I need to get enough speed to... Oh no! Well. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I want to get enough speed to actually be able to go around that loop, because if I land too early, I will just hit the corner and Knuckles will not. So that's fine. This really isn't a nice section of the level. But yeah, he will not go around the loop if I do not have enough speed. So we're just going to go down here. Can't speak. Managing to actually clear that enemy, which is nice. We're just going to climb here. We don't actually have to use the elevator because we are Knuckles. So trying to damage boost a little. There we go. And just climbing up here. And let's see if I can get this. Nope, too early. I still got that. That's decent enough. So bounce, bounce. Yeah, let's go up for safety. It's a marathon, we want to be a bit safe. So we just go down here and get the signpost. And you heard how long that was compared to like the Robonic and the rings. Like I said, you could lose so much time if you get a ton of emeralds. The most I have gone and have seen has been 5 emeralds in one run. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of time that gets lost for something that you can't control. But now we are here at Red Volcano. Actually forgot to mention, not a very red level, is it? Oops, there we go, back up. We do have a little bit of jank physics in this as well, but... Well, let's see if I can go up the other side. No, it's not here, okay. Third time's the charm. So if I maybe line up with this one. Yep, there we go. Okay. And up here. Now, there's actually a boss strat that I discovered for this one. I didn't, thank God. I actually did want to show that off. So I discovered the 3 boss hit for this level. So for the longest time, most people only did 2. So it was when he came up, and I think when he came down and you waited for the chain to go. And I think once I accidentally hit him twice, I'm like, wait, why are we not hitting him twice? So I showed the record holder for Knuckles at the time, Hypnotics. I could only manage 2. Oh, that was a bit poor. Oh well. But come on, Nux, please. Yeah, he was able to actually do 3, because I wasn't able to do the original 2 at the time, and he was able to prove that, yes, you can actually get 3 hits in with Sonic. Oh, sorry, not Sonic, Knuckles. Speaking of Sonic, there's a little shortcut you can do there with Sonic. That's kind of easy. Not kind of. It's one of the harder things to do in this level. Pipe jump. Oh, we got pipe jump as well. So, I know I'm jumping back and forth a bunch. Pipe jump there was just jumping out of that pipe that saves you from rolling down the hill and wasting more time. a little bit unfortunate. But the low skip Sonic can do is there's tubes. So when I first jump down, you see Knuckles get carried away by the current. Sonic can actually just squeeze through that. There's a low gap. It's not very big, but we found out either maybe Sonic has a smaller hitbox or he just has a better setup for it. But Sonic can actually just squeeze through that box. And there's a setup for it. It's somewhat consistent if you're good, but I'm not. But I have gotten it at times. But we actually found out recently that Knuckles can also do it, but it's an incredibly hard setup, just because of how Knuckles moves in this game. But it's possible, so, you know, trying to figure out how to actually get it consistent, I guess, is going to be interesting to figure out. So it wouldn't be an 8-bit Sonic game if we didn't have pipes. 8-bit Sonic games love pipes. And in terms of the speedrun, we love them too because it, like I said earlier, it gives us our max speed. But it also replenishes our when we're in them for the water sections. Oh. Got some extra So we actually did a low skip there as well. As you've seen, that was a very tight jump I was trying to do. It skips us going from all around the level, heading into that corner so I don't go into the next pipe and quickly get the signpost. And that's Blue Marine 2 done. It's a very big and vertical level. And if you don't know where you're going, you will get lost. But if you keep going into pipes, you'll keep getting there. So you don't have to worry about losing, you just have to worry about timing out. So Blue Marine 3 is another very big vertical, not big, but it's very vertical. And you sometimes think, oh, where's the boss? Do I have to climb all the way up? No, you just drop down, and here he is. He's just here. So, very similar to the Green Hill boss. So we're going to get 3 hits in, let him pass. 1, 2, and glide for 3. There we go. Do your jump. And we can't get a second one in, but that's fine. And, oh, that was textbook definition of really good Blue Marine 3, getting it in 4 cycles, I guess. Oh, thank you. So it's very much similar to Green Hill 3, where you're doing the 3 hits, but because it's later in the game, he actually takes it hits. But we have to be careful with our hits, because this game also loves just eating your hits for Eggman. You have to hit him very specifically. But that, I'm very glad I got that in a marathon. You know, I'm actually able to do a couple things in the marathon setting. Might as well get this just for safety, because there was one marathon where I did choke a little, but it's fine. This is only the first level, which is the easier one. And there we go. No, not the second emerald. It's fine. It's fine. Surely we won't get a third. Surely. So Silver Castle is the final zone, and isn't much of a castle if I say so myself, but I mean, it's big, I guess. This level's gimmick is, oh no, it's all about these teleporters, and there's also these big spiky walls that come to get you in the Black Void. But it's fine. You can typically, you know, just outmaneuver them. Doesn't take much, but the annoying thing about these are the enemies. The enemies get in your way a ton, and are typically what you like that, or what you lose time or rings, or worst case scenario, a life. Just let me push through there, that's normal. And we now have to charge up this teleporter. Unfortunate, didn't get that, but that's okay. And oh no, another spike wall! How could Eggman do this? So we're gonna go wait for the camera to move, and that's my cue to do that low movement, and nice, we got a ring. So we only got 2 emeralds this run, which is... alright. I've had ones where I've had no emeralds, but it's whatever. So this is Silver Castle Zone 3, again with all the teleports, and it's the final boss. You think, oh, where do I go to find the boss? You just go up here. I got scared of that enemy for a second. And I got that ring just to be safe. But we now have to hit Robotnik 13 times. I will lose count. So, this is, like I said, the final boss. And I want everyone to pay attention to the straight 2 pixels on the bottom right of Robotnik. You'll see the move when he does. But those are 2 favourite pixels of the game. There they are. So it's very easy. He just keeps going back and forth. However, there are times where he will do a dud. So he'll put the thing up and not actually shoot. Just like that. Very nice of you to demonstrate. But we also don't want to see that because it wastes time. So, yeah, this game only has like 5 Chaos Emeralds because they were still figuring out how many emeralds are in the game. And that was time. So yeah, it's a very short game. It can be a bit difficult at times if the game wants to be a nuisance. But for the any percent, for both Sonic and Knuckles, that's where the game ends on the final hit of Robotnik. If you do get all 5 Chaos Emeralds, there's an extra stage you do. You'll see Robotnik flying out, there he goes. And you would follow him onto the final stage after getting on the emeralds. But we don't want to do that. The special stages in this game are very unpleasant to look at because it's doing the fake 3D. As this game was obsessed with. Despite being called Blast, it has, and you know, having the pre-rendered 3D graphics, there's no more resemblance to 3D Blast. They just came out similar times, similar art styles, and a similar name, but other than that, no correlation. But that's Sonic Blast. Short game, has some tech in it. Not really glitches, just more shortcuts as well. But I'll save all my thanks and everything for the next game because I'm up again with 6 Sonic, so
Yep.
yeah, throw back to host.
Yep. She said it. She'll be right back after a short intermission. We'll have one thing we have to add during the intermission, but otherwise she'll be right back. So let's go for that and a couple of minute break. Give us a moment. We'll be right back.